Hello guys, this is the second lesson for the Geostatistics course for beginners using R and QGIS. And today we are going to see what kind of data sets we are going to use for this course. The first data set that we are going to use is one known as a Meuse River dataset, and this dataset can be downloaded directly from R. Four are the reasons because I decided to use this dataset. The first one is because it's accessible to anyone. You can download this dataset very easily from R. The second one is because we are going to work with real data, and that's really good because our examples are going to base on something real. The third one is because there are a lot of geostatistics studies related to this data set, and if you want to extend your knowledge on the geostatistics, you can check for that tutorials on Google or even on YouTube. And the last one is because this data set has very particular things that make very appropriate to be used in this course. Now let's see how we can get this data set. Then go to R, and I'm going to paste some coding over here. And first we are going to run this script just to install the package SP. Inside this package we have that dataset. It is important to know that in order to install the packages, we have to use R or RStudio. I'm using RStudio because the interface is more friendly, but you cannot install the packages from QGIS. Then I'm going to run this one. I'm going to leave the software install the package. Now the package is installed, and I'm going to run the library SP. Then the next step is to load the data set from Meuse. Then I'm going to run this script. And as you can see, now we have the data over here. This data set is 155 observations and 14 different variables. If you click here, you can see some of the information. But if you want to see a table with that information, you can run this script over here. Then that's the table with the information. The next step is going to export this table to a spreadsheet. Then I'm going to use this script over here. And this one is the folder where I am going to save the spreadsheet, and this one is the name of the file, and this one is the extension, this one is the table, this table over here, the data set, and this one is the kind of separation I want for the data. Then to make sure this folder is good, what I'm going to do is select a folder. In this case, it's going to be this folder. Open the folder, open, and I'm going to copy this one here. Copy. Then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to paste here. And it is important to see how the slash bar is in this direction, and I want to change to this direction. That's very important. Okay, that's the end of the other folder. I'm not going to use that one, but I'm going to change this one. Okay, the slash bars, that direction, also here, this direction, and then I'm going to save the spreadsheet with this name. Then I'm going to copy this one, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to paste over here, paste, and I'm going to remove all this one, not this one, from here to here. Okay, and that's it. Now I can run this script, and the file is going to be saved inside this folder. Then let's go to run this one. Last check to see if everything is good. Okay, looks good. Then let's go to do it. And let's go to check now the folder. The file is over here. Now, in order to open this file, I'm going to use Apache. I'm going to show you what is the program. In the Geo RGB website, over here, if you go to resources, then go down, and it's this one, Open Office. Okay, this one is like a Microsoft Office, but it's an open source and free software. Okay, then click, and I'm going to download the software. This option over here, and this option over here, but I'm going to pass the video faster. Now I have OpenOffice installed and I can open the spreadsheet with this software. Then go here, select this one and open. Next, finish. One important thing is in this screen is that you have checked the box for the comma. If you take that comma over here, as you can see, the table is not good. Then you want to check this box and take out this one and this one, and then press OK. And we are going to do some changes on this table. The first thing that it's very important is the X, Y, and all the parameters in this row has moved one column. Okay, then we have to change that one. This one is the column for the X and this one is the column for the Y. Okay, then what I am going to do is select all this row, Control C on my keyboard, and going to paste over here, Control V. Yes, and I'm going to remove this one here. Yes. Another important thing is related with the decimals. As you can see in the screen, I am using a point as a separator for the decimals. That is very important to have a point instead to have a comma. Some countries, they use a comma. And if you put a comma over here to separate the decimals, it is not going to work properly with R. Okay? Then the next step is going to save this file with a CSV format. Then save as. Select the format, is this one, text CSV. Then with this kind of format, we can open this file on QGIS. Then save. Well, I'm going to change the name. Then it's going to be Datamuse CSV. Save. Oh, sorry, I'm going to change here with this format. Save. And keep the current format. That's good. And now we can close this one. And now we have two different files with two different formats. This one is the XLS and this one is the CSV. Now I am going to open QGIS and I am going to open the CSV file. Then go here to open a layer. I am going to select this one, delimited text, and I'm going to look for that file. Is this one. Then open. Make sure you have this box selected. We don't have to change anything here, and make sure here you have the X with the X and Y field with the Y. Okay, is this one, the coordinates X and Y. And the projection for this project is this one. I'm going to show you now. 28992. Sorry. 28992. This is a coordinate reference systems that we are going to use for this project. And okay. And then we can add. The first option is good. And close. In order to give to this data set some geographical context, I'm going to load the satellite imagery. To do that one, we are going to use a plugin. The plugin is known as Quick Map Services. Then go to plugins, manage and install plugins. Remember that you need internet connection. Then here we are going to look for Quick Map Services. Is this option here, select and install plugin. And everything is good, then close here. Make sure you have this box selected, close. Then go here to web, and this is the plugin, and we are going to do some modification. As you can see now, we don't have too much servers for the maps, for the satellite imageries. We are going to add more servers, okay? Then go to settings, more services, press this option here after reading this one. Okay, now save and go here again. And as you can see now, we have a lot of different servers. Then I'm going to use the one for Google Satellite. Then press this option. And then you have the satellite image for this area. As I tell you previously, this data set has a lot of information if you look for them on internet. But let's go to see a little bit. For example, if you go here, Muse database, then the first option, and here you are going to have the definition of all the parameters for this data set. If we go to the attribute table here, open attribute table, we have all these columns, and each of these columns is a different parameter, and the definition for these parameters you can see over here. Okay, I'm going to leave this link in the course, and then you can copy and paste the link if you want. But essentially, the description said this data set gives locations at topsoil heavy metal concentrations in part per millions, along with a number of soil and landscape variables collected in the flow plain of the river Meuse near to the village Steen. Okay, it's heavy metal concentrations, and here you have the definition of all the parameters. Now the next step is to export this layer as a shapefile. Okay, to do that one, because if you now go to properties, to this layer, and go to information, you are going to see that the storage is delimited text file, and we want to have this layer as a shapefile. That's pretty easy. Just go here, click right on your mouse, then click to export, say feature as, and then here select shapefile. Okay, then select a name. We can leave the same name. I'm going to keep in this folder. I'm going to put data Muse shapefile. Make sure you have this option here, shapefile, then save. The reference coordinate systems is good and the other parameters are good, then press OK. And now you have already in shapefile. Then we can remove this one. Remove layer. Okay, and we can change the color of the docs. Go to properties, symbology, select this one, and I'm going to add a red color, for example this one, or an orange. Apply and OK. In this course we are going to use this data set that is based on real data, and it is related with superficial soils contaminated by heavy metals. But also we are going to use a different data set. I'm going to close this one, discard, and I'm going to open this one again. And the other database is going to be related with groundwater. It's a database that I was using in a previous project here in my YouTube channel. Let me show you. I'm going to move the file inside this folder. And is this data set. Everything is good. It's already in CSV format, okay? Okay, and as you can see, there is not too much information. The first two columns is just the UTM coordinates. The third column is the groundwater elevation in meters, and the last column is related with the piezometer, which piezometer is each point of information. In total we have 57 piezometers. Then I'm going to open this file on QGIS, then go here, select this option. This one here is this data set, okay. And here the coordinates are good, X and Y, and for the reference coordinate systems, in this case, is going to be 32, 6, 34, okay? And then add, close, and what I'm going to do now is to load the satellite imagery from Google to give the project some geographical context. Then I'm going to change the color to see better the dots. For a red color, apply, okay, and okay. As I said, this data set is not real. I created this information to work in a different project, but this data set is also really good because it has some particularities that is going to be good for the analysis of the exploratory data analysis, I mean, okay? Then what I'm going to do now is also export that one as a shape file. Then go here, save feature. I'm going to select shape file, good. And I'm going to save as a groundwater shape file. Save, and the rest of the parameters are good. Okay. And now we have the layer on shapefile. Remove this layer, okay. And now, okay, this color, I cannot see any piezometer. Better in orange again. Apply, okay. And now what I am going to do is show you some things on the website, okay, where you can download all these datasets, because the other one you can create it, right? But the second one you need to download it from my website, okay? Then here, go to the website. Here, if you go to the courses, then go to this course. go to enroll now. Then here press start course. And here I have just lesson 1, but now I'm going to add lesson 2 related with the dataset. And if you go to the bottom of the screen, you can see here attachments, and here is where you can download the files, okay? And also, if you have any question related with this course, please just select this option over here and you can make your questions, okay? And I also created a specific group for this course. If you go to groups, then join the group, then select the group. Here it's a forum of discussion, and we can talk about anything related with geostatistics, right? Then go to activity, and then you can add anything here. Hello and welcome to this course. Then post it. And that's it, right? Then here is a forum of discussion. We can talk about different things. If you have any question that it's maybe not very related with this course and you want the community to help you, that is the way you have to post the question, right? Because the other section, the section at the course page, is just for only questions related with this course, okay? And also I am going to give priority to answer these questions than other questions post on YouTube, right? Because I don't have time to answer all the people, right? And then I'm going to make these questions on the website the priority. And for these questions also, I am going to be the only person who can see these questions, right? But if you want to be more active and you want to post some things on the groups for other people to participate, this one is the way. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and see you on the next one.